All right, everybody, welcome back. KJCR, JimmyChurchRadio.com. Live from Burbank, California. Hilton J. Palm. Charlie the Sheckinator Sheckman. For SyndicatedNews.net. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I just love saying syndicated news. www.syndicatednews.net. Get over there. Check it out. Intellectual website. News. A different point of view from very smart people. PhDs. What are they doing with us on that website? I have no idea. But they're great. Go check it out. All right. That was Twisted Sister, by the way, singing Bing Crosby's White Christmas. Shreds on Bing Crosby. And yesterday I told a story, before I jump into Chris Paul here, yesterday I told a story about Rob Halford. That was Rob Halford on the previous segment. I just posted on the Facebook pages, Jimmy Church and Jimmy Church Radio, the pictures that I told the story about yesterday about Rob Halford. There's a bunch I posted some other stuff, some Quiet Riot and maybe some Black Sabbath stuff. So anyway, go check it out, Jimmy Church on Facebook. Yesterday, Chris Paul, the newest Clipper, had his first Clippers press conference. And I've got to tell you, I'm sold. That was a press conference. Handled himself perfectly. That's a humble man. And the comparisons now, when you think about how the Hornets and how the Clippers dealt with this, he wasn't a free agent. I'm not sure if he wanted to leave New Orleans or if New Orleans really honestly just needed to trade him now to get something for him before he left and left them with nothing. The comparisons to LeBron James are obvious, but where the mistake is made is this. New Orleans didn't have the best record in the NBA 2 years in a row. New Orleans didn't have their star player bail on the team every playoff game come down in the fourth quarter. That's not the case with Chris Paul. A, they weren't in the playoffs. B, they didn't have the best record in the NBA. And C, Chris Paul never gave up. Totally different situation. But how they handled it was this, correctly. New Orleans was going to be brokenhearted. The city does not need any more disappointment, bummingness, sadness. Chris Paul didn't want to go. He did not want to do that to that city. So it wasn't that case. The case of LeBron James, totally different. LeBron James deliberately, with malice, broke hearts in Cleveland. Chris Paul sold me yesterday. He was sad. He was contrite. But you know what? He's happy to be a Clipper. He didn't fake any of it. I'm sold. His intention is to bring a world championship to the Los Angeles Clippers here in Los Angeles. And I want everybody around the world who's a basketball fan that listens to this show to understand what I'm saying right now. Los Angeles, for the first time ever, is actually talking about a team in Los Angeles that might be better than the Lakers. The bandwagon jumpers in this town are phenomenal. They've wasted no time. Now, loyal Clipper fan, that's not what I'm talking about. The loyal Clipper fan in this town, no, they'll take a bullet for that team anytime. They'll step in front of a bus. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people in this town that simply want to hang out with the best. And right now, the Lakers look a little tarnished, look a little old. We've heard nothing about but Laker in this town for 25 years. Ever since Magic got here, 30 years. Once the Dodgers started to fade, nothing but Laker talk. Now, we've got something else. That something else is pretty good. I've said on this show, and I've supported the Clippers forever. Everybody knows that. Hated to see Eric Gordon go. New Orleans scored with him. New Orleans scored with Chris Kaman, Al-Farouq Aminu. They've scored. They've done really well. Got a draft pick, lottery pick. Done really well. But I've always supported the Clippers. The bandwagon people, the phone calls, the sports radio, the newspapers, the conversation in the streets. It's all about the Clippers are probably better than the Lakers. Now, I'm not going to go that far, but the people have spoken here in Los Angeles. It's shocking to me. Charlie and I were talking before we got the show off today, and it's crazy to think that the Angels are going to be the conversation of Major League Baseball next year. They're going to be the team to beat. I firmly believe that. And so are the Clippers. It is crazy to have that go down in this town. But the people are talking. I'm not going there quite yet. I'm going to be at the games. I'm going to go. I can't wait to see him play the Lakers, to be honest with you. I can't wait to see him play the Heat. When I come back, I got some Chris Paul stats that you probably didn't know about. Back right after this.